What's up YouTube? It's Elijah1Dream and we're back again with another NBA 2K25 center build video. And in today's video we are going to be making a 7-foot floor stretching interior defender. The actual build name comes up to a two-way stretch 5, but once you apply your first 4 cap breakers to this build, you can turn it into a two-way board hunting stretch. So a very cool name, and I also thought a two-way stretch 5 was a cool name. You don't really see a ton of those out there as well too. But this build is pretty much like an anti-paint masher, an anti-post scorer type of build. And we are going to get legend set shot specialist on this build. We can also get legend rebound chaser, and we're gonna have amazing interior defense along with Hall of Fame brick wall and a high strength rating as well. You're even able to get a 99 strength on this build as well too. Probably my last set of cap breakers that I get, we are going to put that 99 strength on. I haven't fully decided yet, but the first cap breakers I did put towards my rebound and 1 point towards strength. But still, this build will be able to stop the inside centers extremely well, lock down those cheesy post scorers, and then of course you're gonna have amazing perimeter shooting, so you can space it out, keep them out of the paint, and open up the driving lanes for your teammates. And if you have a full squad for a rec center, this is a great build to put in the middle of a 2-3 zone defense, and of course play 5 out on offense. It was really satisfying locking down some of the post scorers, having that high strength interior defense, high post lockdown badge as well too. They cannot move you, they keep trying to post spin and drop step, but it's not working, and then they have to pass the ball out. It is hilarious to see how many people do rely on those post moves to get them open or to score in that way. And once they don't have them, they don't know what to do. But let's just get into this build video. So of course this is a center build. We are going to go 7'0", and we're gonna go up to 269 pounds, and we're gonna drop our wingspan to 7 foot. So this is a minimum wingspan build, a T-Rex arm type of build. Now we do get 99 defensive rebound after cap breakers, but a 96 defensive rebound to start off with. The short arms can definitely screw you out of some rebounds at times, but still you're able to get great contests. And even with this new patch that came out, the interior defense has been improved a little bit more, but still just having that small wingspan, it can definitely screw you over at times, so be wary of that. But still, try and get good position, box out, jump for the ball. You should be able to grab some nice rebounds still. So we can go ahead and click continue. And so here is the build. We have an 88 close shot. That just had to tie in with our mid-range and 3-pointer, I do believe. But still, this also sets you up for cap breakers. You could also go +4 to your close shot in order to get a 92 close shot to get gold paint prodigy. You could also throw your max badge +1 onto that, so you can get Hall of Fame paint prodigy potentially. And of course, you could absolutely use this like a post scoring type of build. But that 92 close shot, you can still definitely throw up some hooks there. Hooks are definitely a lot harder to green this year, I have noticed. But still, in case you get an offensive rebound and a nice roll, whatever it might be, you can still finish down low. So that is extremely nice to have. Not much driving layup, but we do have a little bit of a driving dunk. So again, if you hit them with a big pick and a nice roll and you're wide open, you can still dunk the ball wide open. Same thing with the 72 standing dunk. We actually do get bronze rise up at this level, so that's kind of nice to have. But still, the animations aren't going to be crazy, but you can still, if you're open underneath the rim, you can still dunk the ball. And we only get a 65 post control on this build. But for the type of build that I wanted this to be, post control really wasn't important. This is all about spacing the floor and locking down the paint. So post control really wasn't necessary, but again, you still get post fade phenom on bronze and bronze post powerhouse, so you can still post up, shoot your post fades, hop shots, hooks, whatever it might be. And of course, the 93 mid-range, we had to get the 93 mid-range in order to get Hall of Fame set shot specialist. And of course, go ahead, put your max badge +1 onto this so you can get legend set shot specialist, and you make a ton of shots on the legend set shot specialist level. I would definitely recommend going normal risk, normal reward, but unless you're comfortable with high risk, high reward, but still on normal risk, normal reward, you're gonna hit a ton of whites. It is absolutely crazy. And of course, we do get gold deadeye as well, and being a 7-footer, you can shoot over those, so it can definitely be really nice. And of course, we do even get bronze limitless range on this build as well too. Again, if you want to put your max badge +1 onto limitless range, you can absolutely do that as well too. Hall of Fame set shot specialist will still get the job done absolutely 100%. So then that way, once you get your sharpshooting takeover, you can get your +7, +8 with the 90 or 91 3 ball with silver limitless range and sharpshooting takeover ability. You can start sparking from deep. And a free throw is a 77, so a nice little rating there. If you do get fouled, you'll be able to knock them down fairly consistently. Only a 60 65 pass accuracy. I wish I could have got a little bit more on this build to match the defensive rebound, but again, we at least get bronze break starter and bronze dimer. It's kind of just like having the lower pass accuracy, but they definitely do throw better passes at the 65 level compared to having the 25. They're a lot faster, not a lot faster, I guess I should say, but they're definitely faster than having no pass accuracy. But it's still nice to have the bronze level of this badge, but still you can't be throwing crazy passes. They are going to get intercepted with those high steal builds that run back on defense and try and pick off your break starter passes. So again, just be mindful of that, but absolutely you can make 65 pass accuracy work. Unfortunately, no ball handle or speed with ball, but once again, this really wasn't the point of this build. This is to stretch the floor, be a spot up on offense, and of course lock down the paint on defense. And like I said, we get that 88 interior defense, so we get gold paint patroller, which is really nice. It was also nice that we got a 93 block with the minimum wingspan, so we can still get some high defense inside the paint and disrupt some shots. And we do get gold post lockdown, and again, once again, this is set up for cap breakers. If you want to use your +5 to get that 93 interior defense, you already have that 95 strength, so you can get Hall of Fame post lockdown, become that extra, and really start to lock down those interior bigs. And then you can even use your max badge +1 to get legend post lockdown if you want to do that. So again, you have some options to use for your cap breakers. You can go +5 to your interior defense, +4 to your close shot, +3 to the defensive rebound, and you can also go +4 to your strength. And we also did just find out the level 40 season reward for season 2 is a cap breaker, which is amazing. So I wonder how many more cap breakers we're going to get throughout the seasons. My guess would be 5. I think 5 of the seasons are probably going to be level 40 cap breakers, and then 4 of those seasons are going to be the badge elevators. But again, we'll see how it all plays out, but still, that's crazy that we get another cap breaker for level 40 in season 2. And our perimeter defense is a 62, so we can get that bronze immovable enforcer. Definitely can go ahead and throw your max badge +1 on here, since it is a tier 2 badge, to go with that high strength. And the description of this badge: improves a defensive player's strength when defending ball handlers and finishers. So this will actually help you defend around the rim against finishers, which is kind of crazy. I am a little bit surprised too that gold off-ball pest, you can get it through interior defense or perimeter defense. To me, it'd make more sense to have it with perimeter defense and have a movable enforcer tied in with interior defense. But I don't know, it is what it is this year. This is how the game is, and we can't change it at this point. But again, I was just a little confused by that. And of course, a 60 steal to get that bronze interceptor. The small arms can definitely screw you over at times, but again, if it's a very obvious pass or somebody throws a deep pass with low pass accuracy, you can definitely still pick them off. And again, go ahead, press square and pick them off. We do get that 93 block like I was talking about, so we do get gold paint patroller, we get gold pogo stick as well, and we also get silver high flying denier, which is also a tier 2 badge, which you can use your max badge +1 to get gold high flying denier. I really do like the high flying denier badge. It definitely helps out with blocks, so the higher level you can get this on is the better in my mind. And again, we are a stretch big, so I like to focus on my defensive rebound instead of my offensive rebound, but on inside centers, I like to have a higher offensive rebound than a defensive rebound. So we do get Hall of Fame box out beast, and of course my first cap breakers, I went +3 to my defensive rebound to get 99, and I went +1 to my strength to get 96, so we can get legend box out beast, and we are also going to get legend rebound chaser on this build to match that legend set shot specialist. Having that small wingspan, I wanted to make up for it by having a high rebounding build or having a high rebounding rating, so we are going to get that 99 defensive rebound, lock down the paint. As soon as we get a contest, we can hopefully grab a board, even though sometimes the other builds with those long wingspans, they can snag over you, which gets frustrating at times. But still, able to lock down the paint, grab boards. You still have bronze break starter, so you can still throw the breaks, but you should be able to clean up the glass well and probably average between 12 to 15 rebounds per game. Our speed is a 65. I really wish I could have got a 66 speed on this in order to get gold high flying denier. That would have been extremely nice, but unfortunately, just the way it worked out with the strength ratings that I wanted to get and everything else, and I get the 99 defensive rebound, we're only able to get up to a 65 speed. And we do have a 45 agility, but that doesn't really get us anything. And like I was talking about, we do get that 95 strength. And once again, if you want to use your cap breakers +4 to this to get 99, you can get legend brick wall. And if you already have that 99 defensive rebound with your cap breakers, you're also going to get legend box out beast. And if you still have the extra cap breakers, you can also get Hall of Fame post lockdown once you increase your interior defense. And again, bronze post powerhouse and silver immovable enforcer. So So this is an inside bigs, inside paint masher, inside post scorer's worst nightmare. You got amazing interior defense, high strength, so they can't bully you down in the paint. Their drop steps aren't going to work great, their post spins won't work great, and then they're going to have to guard you on the perimeter and keep themselves out of the paint. It's going to open up the driving lanes for your teammates. So this will be a great build to use in random rec. And again, if you want to use it in a full 5 squad, in the 2-3 zone, and a 5-out offense, this definitely will work great too. And then of course, last but not least, our vertical at 77. That does get us the gold pogo stick level, bronze rise up, bronze aerial wizard, and silver high flying denier. I've definitely found that the higher vertical that you can get, the better rebounds and block animations, or more blocks that you'll get. And as you see, we needed an 80 vertical to get the gold high flying denier, but we can't get the 66 speed, so I left it at a 77, and we were able to increase some other things elsewhere. So there we have it. This is the 7-foot 2-way stretch 5, 2-way board hunting stretch, or the 7-foot floor stretching interior defender. So now we can go ahead and click continue. Our first shade of is Marcus Camby, so that is absolutely crazy. We also get Miles Turner and Brooke Lopez, and like I said, it comes out to a 2-way stretch 5. I was definitely not expecting a Marcus Camby comparison. That is definitely dope. I think Marcus Camby might have been 6'10". I can't remember if he was a 7-footer or not, but still, this build will be able to lock down the paint and of course stretch the floor, and you'll still be able to make your outlet passes as well too. So a great build for random rec, or again, putting in the middle of a 2-3 zone and a 5-out offense. So now that we've ran through how to make the build, we're gonna get into how to increase this build first, and we'll also show you guys the animations, and then we'll get into some rec center gameplay. So the way that I would increase this build first, I would definitely wait until you get your first build up to a 98 or a 99 even at this point, just because a lot of these ratings are very important. You maybe don't need the 88 close shot, you could probably go down to an 86 or an 84, but still, you're still gonna be at a 98 overall with everything else. So again, you might as well max these out. It is gonna cost you 372,400 VC, but still, you're gonna get all of that finishing, so you can still finish around the rim, get some driving dunk and standing dunk animations along with bronze rise up. You can get that 65 post control for bronze post fade phenom to go with that 93 mid-range, 83 3-ball, bronze limitless range, Hall of Fame set shot specialist, 77 free throw, 65 pull-up pass accuracy, so you can throw those breaks off rip. You don't really have to worry about the ball handle. It's only a 30 anyway, but it only costs you a few hundred VC, so it's really not that much of a difference. And the 88 interior defense, absolutely, so you can start holding down the paint, getting some stops, grabbing those boards as well too with the 96 defensive rebound, so you can get Hall of Fame Rebound Chaser off rip. And again, if you are a starter 3, then you can add your cap breakers to this and +1 to your strength, so you can get Legend Box Out Beast and Legend Rebound Chaser. And of course, you want to be able to hold down the paint. That's the whole point of this build, so definitely want to get that 93 block, the 60 steal, and the 62 perimeter defense. So again, you can just be a great 2-way build off rip, and you can also stretch the floor off rip. And of course, you want your physicals maxed out as well too, so you can get up and down the court as best as you can. That high strength, so you can set big bodies, lock down the paint, the whole works. And of course, the 77 vertical, so you can start jumping out the gym to try and grab some rebounds and some getter block opportunities. So this will cost you 373,971 VC. But next up, let's get into the animations. So for the animations, my jump shot we will get into later, and as you guys could tell by the earlier intro mixtape, I was using 2 different jump shots. I already dropped the Yves Missi jump shot, but I am using also Johnathan Isaac base. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do for rhythm shooting. I'm still struggling a little bit here to learn it. I keep getting half greens. I'll green the release and I'll get a slightly late on the tempo, or I'll get an excellent on the tempo and get a slightly late on my release. So I'm still trying to figure it out, still trying to get used to it. It's taken me a very long time, but again, I maybe just haven't found the right jump shot to match my natural rhythm shooting motion. But the Yves Missi has been good for me as well too. It's nice and quick, and I do find it very nice for rhythm shooting because it is a quick flick of the stick, which is natural to me, so that's why I have been using that as well. My free throw is underhand. Unfortunately, we cannot get any layup styles. Dunk styles we'll get into after as well. Go-to shot, I have been using Kevin Durant, also using Kevin Durant's pull-ups, Dirk Nowitzki spin jumper and hop jumper, Kevin Durant post fade once again. Post hook, you can use Shaquille O'Neal or Pro, either one is good, totally up to you. Post shot, hop shot, I like normal, and the motion style, you can use DeAndre Ayton. Somebody actually recommended Dwight Howard, which I might even end up putting on right now. So again, if you want to put on Dwight Howard or Giannis, whoever it might be, you can definitely go ahead and do that. Pass style, we can't get any pass styles with the 65, so again, you're gonna have to go with none, but actually having no pass style is very nice anyway. You still get some great animations, and of course, we don't get any ball handling or speed with the ball, so everything here is basic except our triple threat style. I went with Michael Jordan. So this is the Yves Missi jump shot that I have been using. I did have it a little bit past push in some of the other videos, but again, using this combination where you can get an A+ defensive immunity and an A release speed, I wanted to get that high defensive immunity so you can start shooting over those with that legend set shot specialist, gold deadeye, and having that sharpshooting takeover. And this jump shot is extremely fast. It does take a bit to get used to, but for me, I do find it very good with rhythm shooting. But it is the Yves Missi base, Kevin Durant release 1, MPJ release 2, 50/50 blending, and the highest release speed. And the other jump shot that I have been using is Johnathan Isaac base. Like I was saying, I put it on the push release queue, 50% speed so we can get a C- timing stability, and the blending I went 73% Chet Holmgren and 27% Michael Porter Jr. So we get an A+ release height, an A release speed, and an A- defensive immunity. And I like to have a high release jump shot, and of course I like to have a little bit higher defensive immunity so it can help us shoot over those in case we get contested or anything like that. Again, I'm still trying to learn the rhythm shooting on this. I'm very inconsistent with it. I get half greens, but again, I use normal shot, I use normal risk, normal reward, so you're still going to hit your whites, and especially with legend set shot specialist, you hit an amazing amount of whites. It is crazy. So again, if you're still struggling like I am, definitely go ahead, throw in normal risk, normal reward. There's no point in punishing yourself and not being able to make whites like everybody else can when they're playing rec center or park. And for the dunk style, we do have the rim grazers, we got the hangs. Do not recommend putting back scratchers on. We got all the basics, and of course we have a tomahawk dunk package as well. And for the 1 foot moving dunks, same thing, rim grazers, hangs, we got the basics, the double clutches, and the tomahawks as well. So very basic driving dunk packages, but still, if you're open, you can get these animations and dunk the ball. And we do that 72 standing dunks, we can get both regular dunk packages and the rim pulls, which you're still gonna get some nice animations. So if you are open underneath the rim, you get a nice pass, whatever it might be, again, you can still dunk the ball. And the only signature dunk that we can get is Draymond Green. I just decided to throw that on because that's the only one that we can get. There's some alright animations in there. It's nothing too crazy, pretty basic dunks, but again, you can go ahead, throw that on, or if you don't want to, you don't have to. And of course, we do not get any alley-oops because of the 60 driving dunk and a 72 standing dunk. We don't get any type of alley-oops, even though I might have actually caught one before, but still do not recommend to try and catch an alley-oop because you do not have any dunk packages. So there we have it, how to make the build, upgrade the build, and the animations for this build. All we have left to do is to get into some rec center gameplay. Alright, so here we've got a 22 point, 17 rebound, 7 assist, and 2 steal gameplay on 9 of 13 from the field and 3 of 5 from 3-point land. And our matchup is a 7-foot, 2-way, 3-level scoring threat. You don't see too many of those. He has some pretty good stats all the way around, so a nice, very well-rounded build. And his averages kind of show that as well too. 9 points, 12 rebounds, 3 assists, nothing crazy. But to start off the gameplay, we are showing off our passing ability and passing skills. I believe we get all 7 or maybe even 6 assists in the first half. And then in the second half, we start scoring the ball more, showing off that legend set shot specialist. And of course, there is some more defensive gameplays in this as well. But again, this build, I made this to be like an inside paint masher stopper, so you're able to lock down the defense in the paint. You got the 95 strength, 88 interior defense, and once again, if you add cap breakers to that, to get up to a 93 interior defense, you can get Hall of Fame post lockdown and that 95 strength. Or if you want to go with 99 strength with your second set of cap breakers, it can be extremely tough to get by this build. I have had some moments. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with that meme. It was Karl Anthony Towns trying to back down DeMarcus Cousins when DeMarcus was on the Pelicans, and DeMarcus is just standing out there big boying him, looking down at him, and Karl was not able to move him at all. Looked like he was trying his hardest, but he could just not budge him. This build is pretty much exactly like that, but having the T-Rex arms, the minimum wingspan, even with having a 96 defensive rebound or the 99 defensive rebound once you add the cap breakers, you're going to get the stops in the paint, but them having a long wingspan, usually the paint mashers have a max wingspan, they can still kind of snag over you a little bit. They get these little cheesy rebounds, and our first 3 going down with legend set shot specialist. This badge you hit so many whites with. I definitely recommend going to normal risk, normal reward. Again, I did start off the year with high risk, high reward, but I was struggling heavily to shoot, and I was like, man, everybody else is making whites in the rec. Why would I put myself at a disadvantage? So I went with normal risk, normal reward, and that's what you see here. And if you got legend set shot specialist, 83 3 ball. You also got your sharpshooting takeover. You can definitely start cashing a bunch of whites. So it does get pretty cheesy. And of course, you can definitely become a shot creator with this build, having that 93 mid-range. Of course, having no speed with ball, it does make it a little bit harder, but there is a nice clip in here where I shoot a fade. It was part of the earlier mixtape as well too, but once again, bang! If you get that rhythm shooting down, it does become extremely nice. So a nice stat line right here, 8 points, 7 assists, and 8 rebounds. I was on my way to a triple-double, but like I said, the first half we show off more of our passing skills and passing vision. Again, we're pretty close to getting a triple-double on this build, a nice 22, almost 20 and 10, but again, you can get some standing dunk animations as well with that 72 standing dunk. And if you're open on the pick and roll, you do have Hall of Fame brick wall as well too. You can still get your rolls, you can still get your fades, whatever it might be. But again, having that nice interior defense, able to stop the inside paint mashers, and then you got legend set shot specialist. You can hang out around the 3-point line, get them out of the paint, open up the driving lanes for your teammates. It can be and of course, you also have an 88 close shot on this build, so you can throw up your hooks every once in a while. You could also be able to get, right there, I get bailed out trying to shoot a post-hop shot. I don't even think I meant to fully shoot that, but regardless, I got fouled. We're going to go to the line, knock down 1 of 2. Right here, we knocked down our second, I do believe. But still, a nice 12-12-7 stat line. And again, I wanted to make this build just to be that nasty paint stopper, inside paint masher. And of course, if you do play squads rec, anything like that, this is a great build to plunk in the middle of a 2-3 defense. And of course, playing a 5-out play style. And like I said, knocking down those whites, it does get pretty cheesy with legend set shot specialist. But of course, with the legend badge, it is to be expected. But of course, you guys can throw on any of your favorite jump shots that you want. In this gameplay, I believe I was using the Johnathan Isaac base, but as you've seen in the earlier mixtape as well, I was also using the Yves Missi. And again, I'm wide open, he comes flying out at me, I take a nice step in midi. Once again, I get a half green, that's what I like to call those things. That seems to be my problem with rhythm shooting. I either green the timing or I green the tempo. And that's what I'm talking about right here. You can still sauce up a little bit. That shot canceling on 7-footers goes absolutely crazy. But there we have it. We're going to come to the end of the 22 point, 17 rebound, 7 assist, and 2 steal gameplay on 9 of 13 from the field and 3 of 5 from 3-point land. And up next, we just have a bunch of extra clips that I just wanted to throw in here that didn't make the mixtape. So you guys want to go ahead and enjoy this, please do. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you drop a like, hit that sub if you're new. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Crush that force, man.